How to gain aura as a man. Tip number one, I'm literally not going to waste any time, get right into it. Tip number one, start speaking slower. This is something that I had a big problem with, and I'm still working on. I tend to speak very fast. I literally get comments on my YouTube videos sometimes saying, bro, speak a little bit slower. Now, what speaking slower does is it gives the person that you're speaking to, or the bunch of people that you're speaking to, it gives them a sense that, okay, you're actually listening to them and you think about what you want to say before just bluntly saying something that eventually you might end up regretting. That is what has happened to me in the past a lot of the times. I think about something. Actually, I don't think about something when I'm replying, and then I go back home and I'm like, okay, why the heck did I say that? I shouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have actually said that if I was thinking out what I wanted to say. When someone asks you something, take your time, take a couple seconds. No one's gonna, be after you because you're taking your time. You have all the time in the world. Take some time and then think of what you're gonna say and then reply to them or say whatever you want to say. Don't just say something because sometimes we say stuff before our mind actually processes what we need to say, and then eventually it comes off as something that you wish you had not said. And also what this does is it gives other people a sense that you know what you want out of life. When a guy is confident, or when a guy speaks slowly, it gives a sense that, okay, this guy is confident, he's calm, and it gives us like quiet confidence. Okay, you know what you want in life. You're not all over the place. You know what you want in life. You're organized. It gives them this feel. Number two, make eye contact. Out of all the 5 tips that I'm mentioning in this video, if I had to mention one, I would recommend you do all of them, but I would genuinely think this is the most important one. Making eye contact. Making eye contact is ridiculously powerful. It's going to literally make or break how you appear to someone, especially with your confidence. If you don't make any eye contact, you're constantly looking away in the past, it's inevitable that people are going to look at you as, okay, this guy's not really confident in himself, he can't maintain even a little bit of eye contact. It's inevitable, right? Whereas if you make eye contact with someone, you're regularly making eye contact, while speaking, whatever, it's a very powerful message that, okay, this guy's actually confident. Some people actually find that intimidating at times. Now, I don't mean you make eye contact and just continue to stare at them. This is something that I did when I was trying to break this fear of making eye contact. I just literally look at people, and I used to have it set in my head that they need to look away first before I do. I had something like that in my head, and that does not matter. It's just about you making eye contact with this person for at least, I would recommend 3 seconds. More than that, you're getting to the point where you're just trying to creep people out. You don't want to get to that point. Unless, of course, you know this person and really, really close to that person, that's fine. But if you're not, don't just stare into them. But make sure on average you're making eye contact with anyone for at least 3 seconds. This is going to be a very powerful tip. This makes people feel that, okay, you're noticing them. Even though you may not say stuff to them, they will feel that, okay, this guy's noticed me, this person has noticed me, and they'll feel valued in some way, even though you literally said nothing to them. Number three, start saying less. Start literally talking less. I have never had a problem with this my entire life because I am as deep of an introvert as an introvert can get. But there are two sides of being an introvert. One is you lack confidence. You're being quiet, but you lack confidence. You can't actually speak up when you need to speak up. You're not able to make any eye contact. You're very timid. You're very kind of scared of people. You don't want to be that person. I was that person when I was a child, but now I don't want to say that I'm full of it, but at least I'm working towards it. Is you want to be the person where, even though you're an introvert, you don't speak much. This is for people who are introverts, of course. I'll get to the main point. If you're an introvert, you have to learn to stand up when you need to. You have to learn to be able to speak up when you need to, look into people's eyes when you need to. These things, right? You have to have that confidence, that timid, scared factor. You need to get rid of it. Now, what I mean by when you have to speak less is, especially in environments where there are a lot of people already chatting, there are a lot of people, let's say 8, 9 people already sitting there talking to each other, you going and contributing to that is not necessarily going to add anymore. I realized that, people who actually keep talking and who are just keep yapping about, nobody finds them attractive. Nobody finds them attractive. Nobody even literally cares about them. It's like, yeah, you'll have a laugh with them, but outside that, nobody misses your presence. Nobody's feeling like, oh man, I wonder what that guy's, up to. No, nobody thinks about that because you're always like, you're literally making yourself available to people so much. It's like nobody literally cares. Of course, people like care about you. I don't mean it in that way, but you don't have that. You don't create that mysterious energy that you're trying to create while watching this video or by watching this video. goal here is to stand out. And I can understand you being the center of attention in a very quiet place to stand out, but in a place where there's a lot of people, you want to do the opposite. You want to be very quiet in order to stand out. And when you do this, trust me, people will start thinking about you. They will start wondering what's going on in your head, because they will notice, okay, all these people are yapping here. He's not saying anything. People will start to notice that. Number 4, when people disrespect you in any way, when they say something negative to you or about you, one of the worst things, literally the worst thing you can do, I wouldn't say in all situations, but in most situations, is to get triggered, have your ego flare up, and just say something very bad in a very cheap manner. They say something insulting to you, and you say something insulting back. Now, between the both of you, it may be like, okay, it's just an argument, but to other people who are watching, because mind you, this is in a public environment that we're making these points about, when other people are watching, it's not going to be very pleasant viewing. It's going to make people feel very unpleasantly, if that's a word, about you, because they realize, okay, this is the kind of person that you are. If someone did, said something about you, this is how you're going to react. No, the best. Sometimes someone can criticize you in like a good way, because that's actually a good thing. When you have something to work on and people say, okay, you could work on this, you can actually differentiate when people are just trying to bring you down versus someone that's actually trying to say something for your good. Now, when people are just trying to bring you down, the best thing you can do is to look at them, smile, not say a word, and walk away. Literally just ignore them. Now, what this will make them do is, it will not give them what they want. What they want is attention. You see all these people in comment sections of celebrities, whatever, right? Not even celebrities, be it YouTubers, whatever. They get triggered by something, they'll go in the comment section and type something. Now, often, sometimes, very, very few times, the hatred that most of these famous people get can be fair enough. But often it's just pure jealousy, pure misunderstanding of, okay, what that person might be facing according to their life versus what you're facing in your life. People don't think about these things. They just let them just type something. And that's the same when people come and say something to you. Obviously, they don't know what you're going through, and you don't know what they're going through. I'm not asking you to, you have to be very careful with what you're criticizing people of and with your words anyway. But when people say something to you like that, do not just get triggered by it and try to respond in anger. Think for a second, look at them, just walk away. If you have nothing to do with the criticism that they're giving you, and it doesn't really sink in with what your life is like, get rid of it. You don't need to think about it. And trust me, this will make them feel ridiculously embarrassed, because they've just insulted you and you walked away like nothing even happened. That's peak ignorance. Number 5, do not always make yourself available to people, because when you start doing this, they will start treating you like a toy, having you do what they want you to do, and they literally don't take you seriously one bit. Now, what I mean by don't make yourself available every time is not to just choose when you want to be available and not be available. It's literally start making yourself busy, start doing stuff in your life, literally start living a productive life where you're constantly, most of the time during the day, you're doing something or the other. And this will inevitably have you be in phases where you're not quite being with people too much. You're not available to these people every time. And when you do this, people will really start to value the time that you're with them, and they will start to feel your absence when you're not with them. That distance that you're creating between them, in between, time to time, they will miss it. They will feel that presence of you not being there. And when you're there, they will really try to make most of that presence of you being there, most of your presence while you're being there. This is what you can do when you don't make yourself too available. If you're just being the guy who, I'm there for everything, you want something, ask me. You want me to do something, I'll do it for you. You want me to tell you something, I'll tell you. If you do this, you're just going to be treated like a toy. Nobody will freaking care about you. I know you're trying to be humble, you're trying to be kind. I get that. But being humble and kind almost gets you literally nowhere in life. So be humble. I'm not telling you to be rude to anyone, but don't let that humble factor of you or side of you have others take advantage of you in a way, or take you very lightly in a way. That should never happen.